noches, City of Columbus. Aren't we glad to be here tonight? This is a very, very exciting evening. My name is Lisa Paul, and I am proud to be one of the vice chairs of the Latino Heritage Month Committee.
Hola a todos, my name is Regina Loaiza, and I'm also proud to serve as the co-chair of the Latino Heritage Month Committee.
So we want to welcome everyone to tonight's Illumination and the Padrinos ceremony. During the Latino Heritage Month, we celebrate the many contributions that Latinos have made to the American society while also advocating for Latino peoples and family. Since 2022, Latino Heritage Month Steering Committee is a cross-section of leaders across the entire community. We all represent the Latino community in Central Ohio, and we have organized a month full of events that honors our shared heritage while moving nuestra comunidad forward.
Latino Heritage Month honors our culture and people through a series of events that are both celebratory and engaging while advancing a deeper intentional purpose of removing barriers and uplifting people. We share our culture through our desfile or parade that features grassroots organizations, community leaders and partners, advocates, and students. We elevate and invest in our entrepreneur community at the festival immediately following the parade right here at Nuestra Placita at City Hall. We invest in our workers in the trades by partnering with the Central Ohio Workers Center and the Midwest Carpenters Union to offer a bilingual session on workers' rights. We are creating pathways to access by partnering with the city's Department of Diversity and Inclusion to offer a business certification event. And we will end the month with a Latino art show and feria at Block Fort with the proceeds going to Latino artists.
As you can see, the month of events span all sectors and blend together the spirit, the culture, food, and music of Latinos in Columbus. While we make intentional investments in moving our community forward, we also want to honor the leaders who help to make our community and city stronger. Tonight, we will not only illuminate City Hall to mark the Latino Heritage Month, but we will also pay tribute to our padrinos for the many ways they give back and build a better, stronger Columbus for all.
We also want to thank our sponsors for the month, Urban One, La Grande 102.5, Margaret W. Wong and Associates, Central Midwest Carpenters Union, AEP, Victoria's Secret, Columbus Chamber of Commerce, Heartland Bank, and Orange Barrel Media. Special thank you to the Columbus City Council for their continued investment and support of Latino Heritage Month. To officially kick off our program this evening, please join us in welcoming Columbus City Council President Shannon Hardin.
Our council member, Lourdes Barroso de Padilla.
The role of Council President Shannon Hardin will now be played by Lourdes Barroso de Padilla. Hola, mi gente, ¿cómo estamos? No, espérate. Is this a Latino event or not? Hola, mi gente, ¿cómo estamos? Wepa, that's what I'm talking about. Mira, just because we're at City Hall, we don't have to be like Seco. We can still be us, okay? Like, we can still have a good time. Before, we were in Chambers last year, and I said, why are we so serious? Like, our people are never like this. And they were like, well, it feels very official. So we moved you outside. You're still being official. Esto es una parranda, mi gente, okay? I want, like, some revolú. I want to make the people inside jealous because, unfortunately, we decided to do this event on the first council meeting back. Well, not unfortunately. Fortunately, this is our first council meeting back. A few things have happened. There's some zoning things happening. So the rest of my colleagues are inside. They heard the music. They're a little jealous that we're all out here. And our intention was for us to have all of the Columbus City Council out here today. All of my colleagues from Council President Shannon Hardin, Council Member Shayla Favor, Council Member Melissa Green, Council Member Nancy Day Ackhauer, Council Member Emmanuel Remy, and Council Member Christopher Weich, and President Pro Tem Rob Dorns. Unfortunately, they are inside, but they are sending all the love here, so if we could send them love back. I want to thank my colleague and my partner in good, member, I was about to give you a upgrade as well, Council Member Nicholas Bankston. So today we will be your MCs for the presentation of the Padrinos. But I want to thank you for your flexibility in rolling with the punches. But I do want to send the regrets on behalf of my colleagues. Hopefully at some point this evening they'll be able to come out here, but know that they are celebrating in spirit this evening, but they will be with us throughout the month. So I am honored to be here as your first Latina City Council member. Thanks to the support of our community, I was elected in 2021 to sit in this seat. And I will tell you, as a first-generation American born to Cuban refugees, born and raised on the east side of Columbus, I can tell you I am just as Cubana, just as Latina as I am east side Ohio, east side Columbus. I am a Columbus City Schools kid, a graduate of our school district, and grew up in a very Columbus kid existence. And so my mom always used to tell me when I was growing up that I never needed to decide that, much like when she learned how to make meatloaf, she would make a plate of meatloaf, black beans and rice, and plátano maduro. I am that plate, mi gente. So first, I want to be the first to say felicidades on Latino Heritage Month. It is the most wonderful time of the year, I always like to say. And we all know that being Latino is a 365, 24/7 proposition. We just invite a lot of other people to join us in the party. So this year, the Latino Heritage Month events get bigger and bigger every year, and that is because of the support of our community. And one thing I want to tell folks is that we could be real cute and look at Facebook and look at IG and say, oh, there's all these great events happening. But if we're not inviting everybody that we know to all of the events, because I remember when Festival Latino had Cuatro Gatos who came out to listen to one band on a stage, right? And now we are the biggest free Latino event in the entire Midwest. And if you think about the population of Latinos in central Ohio, we are roughly the size of Dayton, Ohio. That's 150,000 people strong and growing. And that is according to official numbers that we get from the census when we know that all of our people are not duly counted, right? So we are the fastest growing segment of the immigrant, migrant, and refugee population. And the immigrant and migrant refugee population is important to our city because it is the number one factor behind our population growth. So when you have heard about the incredible growth that Columbus is going through, over the course of the next 20 years, and I think it's gonna happen even faster than that, our population will triple in size. Originally it was doubling. We're looking going from 1 million people to 3 million people in the central Ohio region. And that is because people keep coming to Columbus because of the prosperity that Columbus promises to our people. And some of those numbers, and I want to share that with you now, across the country, not just here in Columbus, but Latinos make up 1/3 of all construction business. That's 3.1 million Latinos that work in the construction and the trades. You heard about the Midwest Carpenters Union coming to us to say, how do we partner with you because we have an increased number of Latino workers that are coming into the trades, and how can we support them? Which is why this year we are focused on the Latino worker and how do we support them here in the Central Ohio community. We are the fastest growing sector of entrepreneurs, especially Latinas. Especially Latinas. Because, mi gente, the entrepreneurial spirit is strong in our community because when we see barriers, we remove them. We remove them. If we always will bake, create, consult on something, our side hustle is strong, and what we need to do is make our side hustles our main hustles. And I want to thank our partner, my partner, Councilmember Bankston, because of all of the investments he is making in small businesses. I want to give you just a snapshot of what that means. Last year, we partnered with the Guadalupe Center, with Mercadito Raíces, to help Latino businesses grow, to get them ready to launch. It's the only small business program that is done solely in Spanish, because we understood that for some of our folks, language attainment was an issue, so we wanted to remove that barrier. Last year, we had roughly 12 to 15 businesses that started. This year, we had 23. 23, so we almost doubled the amount of businesses. Most of them launched at Festival Latino. The rest of them will launch here after the parade at the festival that we do here on the other side of City Hall Plaza. So please come out and support those businesses. We've also partnered with the Columbus Chamber to start a program called Cultivate Us. This is a program that helps incubate small businesses so that they can grow their business from whatever their concept is, or from being a small business to a mid-sized or larger business, to getting their products on the shelves of big supermarkets, to getting them ready to grow and to take it to the next level. And that is just some of the investments that we have made in small businesses here in Columbus. Lastly, I wanted to highlight that while we talk about all of the growth and the opportunities that we have as a city and how we are investing in the Latino community, because Regina said it in her opening remarks, everything that we do has a deeper purpose behind it. Everything that we do. Having our people march down High Street, having the festival here, it is about investing in our small business. It is about elevating our community and about celebrating our community. Having the certification, making Title IX, the changes that we made to Title IX to ensure that even if you are a green card holder or a permanent resident, we are not going to ask you about your U.S. citizenship status, that you can still get certified with the City of Columbus so that you can you can get a contract here in the City of Columbus. That is about removing barriers for our community and investing back in our community. But for all of the good that we are doing, we know that we still have challenges. Latinas are still the lowest paid and have the biggest pay gap of any other women. If you look at the year, our day for equal pay goes further and further in the year, meaning that we have to work almost a full calendar year to make as much as our white male counterparts. And while we passed a piece of legislation for pay equity, we still have a long way to go. So, mi gente, this month is not just about celebrating the good, it is about advocating for the things that our people, our communities, and our families need. Because we understand that an investment in our people, an investment in our families, an investment in all of us. Investing in the Latino community is an investment in Columbus. So I want to thank you all for your support. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for the honor of serving you. Our office is always open to all of you. I talked a lot about our entrepreneurs and small businesses, and I will tell you, as the daughter of a small business owner and as a former small business owner myself, I understand that our Latino businesses are so much more than just a store. It's so much more than the product that you make. It really is a place to call home. And this year, with our Madrinos and Padrinos program that we launched last year, and I want to be sure that I honor two of our Madrina and Padrino that are here, Derek Amaya and Sandra Lopez. If you could just stand and be recognized. Last year, we had a mix of folks who were both advocates, who were leaders, who were entrepreneurs. This year, we had a focus on our entrepreneurs, because you will hear as we honor our Madrinas and Padrinos. Again, my dad's store was a community center. It's where people came to play dominoes, and after my dad closed the store, it was a gathering place in a time in the 1980s when they were early pioneers here in the vast land of Ohio. And it was a place where people could come not just to find their food, but to be with their people, to be in community. And so for all of our entrepreneurs today, they have made their spaces not just a place of commerce, but a place of community, a place where the community can go to learn, to be together, to celebrate, and they pour back into the community with all of the work that they do. So I am so honored that we can be here today, that we can be in community to honor these leaders today. Thank you for all that you do ahead of time. And with that, I want to hand it over for why we all really came today, the honoring of our madrinos and padrinos. Please join me in welcoming Councilmember Nick Bankston.
Thank you, Council Member, and always proud to be your partner in good. And I get to come out here and be with y'all in fresh air. So, thanks for getting me out. Again, I'm Councilmember Nick Bankston, serve you here on Columbus City Council. And I always look forward to this, and so thankful for Councilmember Rosa Dia for always bringing us together. I have the honor of introducing our first padrino. And the words when you think of this individual are as this: trailblazer, grit, legacy. Fernando Alcotier is the CEO of Turo Meat Market. You guys can clap right there. You can clap right there. Fernando is the son of a successful entrepreneur and community leader. His father and uncles served as strong role models for Fernando. Since high school, he worked in his father's store, La Mexicano, a Mexican restaurant. He learned all parts of the business, from cleaning floors, cashier, cook, server, and butcher. He worked at every level, eventually becoming the president of La Michoacana Market, LLC, a chain of 9 stores in Columbus and 1 in Dayton, Ohio. In 2001, on the heels of the pandemic, Fernando opened his own venture, Turo Meat Market. In the past 3 years, he has grown this business to 4 additional locations. Fernando has continued to build his family legacy, not only in business, but in the business of community. From hosting food giveaways during the pandemic to community resource fairs held at the different market locations, Fernando has demonstrated his commitment to Latino families and organizations all across our great city. From volunteer service, donations, and sponsorships, Fernando is helping to build strong families and communities in Columbus. The Columbus City Council is honored to recognize Mr. Fernando Alcotier as the 2024 Latino Heritage Month Padrino. Come on up. Now, who's doing the sashes this year? Because I get this wrong every time.
Sandra's gonna sash.
Okay, Sandra's gonna sash.
No, arriba, esta parte va adelante.
Esta parte va adelante.
Ajá. Ahí.
No, listen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our 2024 Padrino.
Thank you. Buenas noches, good afternoon. ¿Dónde está mi gente latina esta noche? Recuerden que Latinos Unidos nunca seremos vencidos. Un fuerte aplauso para council members that pulled off this great event. Fuerte aplauso para ellos. I know the time and effort. Nada que nada, I want to thank my wife that's always there for me, my mom and my dad that made the great decision in 1999 to come to this great city of Columbus. We didn't know what was the expectations. We just know that we wanted a better future. 25 years ago, after that movement here to Columbus, Ohio, I think it's one of the greatest things that ever happened. I built my family now. I did my roots here, and I think we'll be here for a very long time. Hasta que Dios los permita. Gracias, Columbus, por abrirnos las puertas. También I want to say thank you to my partners that's always there for me. They call me a little bit crazy sometimes, but they always got my back. Como unidos, como mexicanos, como latinos, jamás seremos vencidos. Gracias.
Passion, leadership, dedication. Zari Carmona Tangor is the owner of JPS Print, a thriving commercial print and marketing company, as well as a shareholder in other local ventures. Zari is a proud Dominicana. Her journey to the U.S. began in 1993 when she migrated to Puerto Rico with her father and sister, seeking new opportunities and a brighter future. Zari's story is a testament that hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance can open doors to opportunities to make an impact in one's life and the lives of others. Through her many business ventures, Zari gives back to many nonprofit organizations, grassroots efforts that empower communities. Zari serves as the volunteer executive director of Dominicans in Columbus, Ohio, or DICO, a nonprofit organization she founded to promote, uplift, and engage residents from the Dominican Republic in Central Ohio and its surrounding areas. Since its establishment in 2019, DICO has collaborated with other New American organizations and Dominican grassroots groups to bring essential services to the community. One of DICO's significant achievements includes successfully coordinating with the Dominican Consulate to conduct 4 mobile operations in Columbus, providing vital resources such as passport services to the local Dominican community. Zari provides support and leadership to other nonprofit organizations in the city, focusing on immigrant and minority issues. As an advocate and community organizer, she is deeply committed to helping our immigrant community in Columbus thrive. The Columbus City Council is honored to recognize mi hermana caribeña, Zari Carmona Tangor, as a 2024 Latino Heritage Month Madrina.
That was a Dominican selfie. Mi gente, buena noche! Good evening, everyone. I am Zari Carmona Tunger, a business owner, a local organizer, and a proud Latina. I first want to thank God for bringing me here on this journey. I want to thank my amazing family, my husband, who's my right man, my partner, my cheerleader, my everything, my children, my in-laws, mi mamá, mi papá, they're back there. My Liberian community who's here to help me out too. Thank you! Yo! Hey! I'm a little bit of everything, and it's a testament, my life is a testament to Columbus. I moved here in 2002, and I graduated from high school here. I'm a proud East Sider. We're celebrating a 20-year reunion for my high school this September 27th. So for all of those of you who are from the East Side, please be on the lookout for us. I want to also thank City Council. I want to thank the City of Columbus. I want to thank my partner in everything Latino in the City of Columbus, Mrs. Lourdes Barroso de Padilla. Thank you, Lourdes. I want to say thank you. You guys got to give it up for her. Get up and give it up for her. Thank you for being a trailblazer. Thank you for not being afraid of being the first. Thank you for not being afraid of stepping out on faith and delivering for your community. We are thankful, and we have to make sure that we go out and be there for her whenever she needs us. Thank you for showing that once one of us has a seat at the table, we all have a chance. Thank you. We really appreciate you. With that, thank you. Thank you to all my other peoples. If I forget, Sandra, mi amor, Lisa, everybody, thank you. Love you all.
All right. Let's keep that energy up. Okay, well, here we go. Community, culture, innovation. Gustavo Salazar, owner of La Plaza Tapatia and Taco Nice. Gustavo is a native of Mexico City, Mexico, and has called Columbus home for nearly 30 years. From his first venture, Los Jalapenos food truck, to his to Taco Night, sorry, lost my place there, and La Plaza Tapatia, the largest Latino-owned grocery store in Ohio. Gustavo has strived to create safe, inclusive spaces in his business ventures while celebrating Latino culture and giving back to the community. In 2004, a tragic fire in the Lincoln Park apartment complex on the west side resulted in the loss and displacement of many Latino families. Gustavo promptly spearheaded an effort to raise funds for the families. The fund provided financial assistance to help displaced families cover their new housing costs, furniture, and clothing. Amid the COVID-19 pandemic, La Plaza Tapatia is in collaboration with FAMAV Food Safety and Columbus Public Health. La Plaza Tapatia helped organize and host the first Latino community-focused vaccination clinic. And throughout the pandemic, La Plaza Tapatia helped to educate the community as well as distribute face masks and gloves. La Plaza Tapatia continues to host free mobile health clinics for the community as well as many other empowering community-based events. This makes La Plaza Tapatia a true plaza, a place where people and families can come together in community to learn and celebrate. It is much more than a grocery store. And Gustavo, you are much more than an entrepreneur in our community. You are a leader, an advocate, a true padrino. The Columbus City Council is honored to recognize Gustavo Salazar as a 2024 Latino Heritage Month Padrino.
Hola, buenas noches. Primero que todo quiero darle gracias a Dios por las bendiciones que me ha dado. Segundo, quiero dar las gracias a la ciudad de Columbus por nombrarme como padrino y celebrar el mes de la hispanidad. También muchas gracias a todos los clientes que hemos tenido por 23 años, a mi equipo de trabajo, a mi esposa, a mi familia, a mis padres. Muchas gracias a mi equipo administrativo también, mi hermana, mi cuñado, a Vicente, Miguel de Food Safe y redes sociales, mis amigos, mi abogado y mi contadora, mis asistentes. Estoy orgulloso de ser parte de la comunidad latina en Columbus y el estado de Ohio. Y como siempre voy a seguir apoyando a la comunidad hispana que en este estado que me ha bendecido tanto por muchos años y que soy parte de Ohio para toda la vida. Y pues muchísimas gracias.
Felicidades. Advocate, organizer, mentor. Guadalupe Velasquez is the managing director of Welcoming City, a social enterprise of Us Together Incorporated. In 2006, Columbus Mayor Michael B. Coleman appointed Guadalupe as the first ever New American Initiative Coordinator. In this role, Guadalupe helped to connect the growing Latino community in Central Ohio to organizations, resources, and city services. Her commitment to ensuring that Columbus is an open, welcoming, and accessible city for all was demonstrated throughout her 12-year career here at the City of Columbus. Guadalupe led in the development of Central Ohio's Welcoming Immigrants and Refugees Strategic Plan, the creation of the Impact of Refugees in Central Ohio report. She helped to launch the State of Ohio's Office of Opportunities for New Americans and is a founding member of the Franklin County New Americans Advisory Council. She served on the Minority Health Strike Force during the COVID-19 pandemic and is a member of the Ohio Department of Health Minority Health Vaccine Team. Guadalupe has received numerous awards and recognitions for her commitment to the community. She has been a mentor to many up-and-coming Latina leaders, myself included, in the community and is deeply respected by the community for her advocacy. She truly exemplifies the idea of a madrina, someone who cares for and watches out for others. The city of Columbus is honored, don't look at me, Guadalupe, you're gonna make me cry. The city of Columbus is honored to recognize nuestra madrina, Guadalupe Velasquez, as a 2024 Latino Heritage Month madrina.
Gracias por ese honor. I'm the youngest of 18 children, and I grew up in Lorain, Ohio. And everybody's parents were immigrants. And on my mother's side, my family was one of the first Mexican families to arrive in Mexico. And so it was there that the roots, that led me to the passion of living what I consider a purposeful life in having a life of servitude. My uncle was the first Hispanic principal in Ohio and created the first bilingual school system, Spanish bilingual school system. German Village was the first bilingual school system in Ohio. And so I also got to grow up with looking at leaders that looked like me. And so when I was growing up, I didn't understand how important that was. And then I moved to other cities, right, and realized that that's not everywhere. And Columbus is very special for that reason, because it's a place where we can grow. When I moved here then, in 1995, I had the pleasure of working with the new immigrant, migrant, refugee community that was coming to Columbus. And I learned so much. I learned so much from each and every one of you that know me here. And it's really shaped me who I am from the beginning to where we are today. You've inspired me, and you've motivated me, and also you've collaborated with me. And I thank you so much for what you've done for us to build a community of belonging and welcoming here in Central Ohio. I am because you are. I am because you are. So again, on behalf of my family, who helped develop and establish the foundation of familia, fe, community, and leadership, I thank you, City Council Member Lourdes and City Council members, for this honor. And thank you, and congratulations to all who have contributed to make Columbus what it is today. Thank you.
So we wanted to end today, before we do the countdown for the Illumination, with a special announcement. So throughout the month, we try to honor all of the different sectors that Latinos are involved in and how do we uplift them. And Latinos are deeply, art is part of who we are as a people, right? It's part of how we speak and how we cook and how we dress y de todo. And so we knew that a Latino art show was going to be key. And so every year we didn't want to just give people like a certificate. We really wanted to give them art, right? And so we came up with a community award that all of you actually can nominate anyone for someone who is in the community doing amazing things, and you can nominate them for an award, our Esperanza Award that we give out during the Latino Art Show. And so for those folks who want, again, we wanted to give them something special. So every year we've had a Latino artist create a piece of art that then we give out to one of these community members who wins an Esperanza Award. And so I want to give a shout out to Adam Hernandez, who's a local muralist, who designed our awards the first year. Kat Ramos, also a muralist, and does a lot of shows here, who designed our awards last year. And this year, if I can get a little drum roll, I'm super excited to introduce an up-and-coming artist who will be the artist to create our awards this year. She's Bronx bred, also a Dominicana. Let me just give it up for the Caribbean. We are representing big this year. Please welcome Dominican artist Celine Pacha.
I thought you guys were gonna play a little bachatica for me. I guess not, that's okay. Thank you, council member, and good evening, everyone. I want to start off by expressing my heartfelt thanks to council member Lourdes Barroso de Padilla and her incredible team for extending this wonderful opportunity. I'm truly honored and privileged to stand here before you guys tonight as the creator of this year's Esperanza Award. As a Dominican American Afro-Latina, the word esperanza or hope is more than just an emotion. It's the force that drives us, it's the motivation that keeps us moving forward when we are faced with challenges. For me, hope is rooted in my heritage, in the stories of my ancestors who, when faced with hardships, went ahead and faced it with resilience and courage, hoping for a tomorrow better than today. Creating these awards has been an inspiring journey for me. Each sculpture was created with the intention of celebrating not just the achievements of the recipients, but also the spirit of hope that lives within our Latino community. So if you guys are interested, the Esperanza Awards will be showcased at the Latino Heritage Art Show on October 18th. Thank you again for this incredible opportunity, and I look forward to celebrating the incredible contributions of our amazing Latino community. Thank you.
Okay, lastly, if you did not see it on social media, if you do not follow us yet, please do. Latino Heritage C-Bus, and we changed the name of the street. We put an honorary sign up to call this Nuestra Placita. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. We are lighting up the colors of, or lighting up City Hall today in the colors of Latino Heritage Month because we thought it was the most equitable way to celebrate. It's vibrant colors that celebrate our culture instead of celebrating just one país. It's really about celebrating our collective cultura. So with that, if I could have all of our padrinos and madrinas join us, Lisa and Regina, if you could come up and join us, council member, come on up, madrinos and padrinos. If there's any other members of the Latino Heritage Month Committee up here, and I'm going to tell you, yesterday was is today Monday? Yes. Yesterday was the patrona de Cuba, la Virgen de la Caridad del Cobre. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not sure if you all have heard, but we've been having some Wi-Fi issues here at City Hall. So we're going to call on la patrona, my patrona, your patrona, and hope that this works because we've had some Wi-Fi issues. So, but we're going to count down together. Y si no, cierra los ojitos y imagínate cómo iba a lucir. Okay, ready? We're going to count down in Spanish from 10. Listo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. O sea, esa virgencita siempre comes through. Thank you, mi gente. Enjoy. We hope to see you throughout the month.